Perspectives. Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast, Perspectives. This is Mariana.
This is Victor.
And you know what? I'm going to start off with a story time. I'm feeling a little bit, not nervous, but I'm feeling a little bit off. But you know what? Let me start. So, today is Saturday morning. I decided to make some waffles, and this was because during the week I had this idea of just baking more things, like more homemade things, instead of like recipes from Pinterest or YouTube and things like that, right? So I was like, you know what, I have a waffle maker, I know how to do a basic waffle.
Fuck it, just waffle it up.
Yeah, so I was like, I can do some like homemade buttermilk and decorate the waffle. I made like a little blueberry jam type of thing to put on top of it. Ooh. And I was also looking for like the basil that we have growing in the backyard, just like a really nice decor type of thing to post on my Instagram, because I've been really liking posting things on my Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, my first time trying this recipe that I've had in my head. So I make the recipe, and I've made like all the things, like I've set aside all the decor, I guess. I failed miserably.
Oh no.
So I put the batter in the waffle maker, and when it was done, the batter stayed stuck on the waffle maker. So it just kind of like fell apart.
Yeah.
And I was like, what just happened? And I was like, you know what? It's fine. Things happen. It's okay. So I tried again. Same thing. But this time I was like, you know what? Maybe the waffle maker isn't, as hot. So I, waited a little bit longer, and I made sure to like put extra butter spray in there, right? So I try again, put my time and effort and my love on this. And the same thing happened.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I tried to make sure, dude.
Don't break down.
No.
I can already hear it in the voice.
Yeah, it just feels really bad. Like, I feel like... Oh, okay, sorry. I forgot to mention that on the second attempt, when I was pouring the batter in, I got a burn. I got a burn mark on my arm. And it stings.
I was about to say, like, for you to get a mark from a burn, that must have actually hurt.
Like, it wasn't even worth it, dude.
You were just trying to make some waffles.
I was just trying to make some waffles. You know what I ate? Cereal. I gave up, and I was like, you know what?
Cereal is like breakfast for like just not laziness, but either you tried to make breakfast and it didn't go as planned, or you just like woke up and you're literally just fuck it, cereal.
Yeah, exactly. You just kind of like your last resort.
Last resort.
Not plan B, not plan C, but plan Z. Like that's. But anyway, I felt really bad for some reason. I felt kind of like a failure, which is kind of what I want to talk about today. Feeling this off and like this discomfort and like disconnect and just nervousness and just negative just this vibes. Like negative thing that I've been having, because actually I've been going through this just all week, and I don't know how to explain it, but I've seen people on social media feel the same, so like I don't know if it's because of like this corona thing, we're all feeling a little off, or the alignment of the planets.
Oh my god. No,
I'm joking, but
no offense to all those horoscope fans.
I mean, listen, I believe in energies, not horoscopes.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a big difference there,
Yeah.
Because anyway,
off topic.
Yes. So yeah, I just kind of want to talk about this feeling of just failure, because listen, I talked with a friend. Ooh. I had a talk with a friend.
Bringing out the scripts, receipts.
Yeah, just like a little bit. And we talked about the idea of getting back up whenever we fall, you know? You know that one saying,
that's
like, get back up, or like fall 7 times, stand up 8.
I hate those quotes.
They're so cheesy and
yes.
they kind of
I literally despise them so much.
But because I don't know why.
They kind of like, with those quotes, they kind of not romanticize it, but kind of like make it out to be something easier said than done type of deal.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like that's like kind of just that's like telling, like, you know, a person with anxiety is like, don't get so anxious, bro.
Yeah, like
just chill out.
It's all in your head.
Like, what?
It's all in your head, and you're like, what?
Yeah, it's like just don't think about it. It's like, I feel like I'm gonna die. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah. And listen. So this conversation with my friend.
Yeah.
We were talking about my niece, and right now she's 7 months tomorrow.
Cute.
She's growing up
How
so
cute.
fast, dude. Anyway, she's been having this drive to just stand up, and she falls down. She stands back up, dude. Or like sometimes she gets scared because she falls, you know, she loses her balance and she falls and she hits the ground just, you know, a little bit harder than usual.
Yeah.
So she gets a little bit emotional, sentimental, and either me, my mom, my sister, we just like pick her up and we're like, there, you know, we just calm her down, right?
Yeah.
So like that in a way is like we're picking her up, you know? How do you like stand back up? Because there's support.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so, but like, okay, we grow up. Who's gonna pick us up?
That's a little harder, especially because we have thoughts and stuff at that point.
Yeah, but I feel like after reflecting with like my waffle, with my waffle, it's because watch, this waffle trial thing was kind of like it was like the trigger, like the last straw type of thing. Because
those are the worst.
Yeah, because there's like things that I've been trying to do, like little projects here and there, and they're not working out.
You just want to make a waffle.
Yeah, and so I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I'm trying to make a waffle, and I'm like, wait, what's going on with me? so that's why I feel like this. It's like a stronger.
It's kind of like the cherry on top. To things.
Yeah. Not a very good ice cream, not at all.
No, yeah, that's.
Not the ice cream
Sunday.
you want. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so watch. After reflecting on this for a while, I felt like acknowledging these emotions is us standing up. We're picking each other up.
That's putting your hands on the ground. Yeah.
Yes.
To get ready to pick yourself up.
Yes.
That's the first step.
So I feel like acknowledging this in itself is very powerful, because I feel like since we were little, unintentionally maybe, our family has always told us to like brush things off, que no es nada. Yeah, like no pasa nada, like just forget about it, you know, just like things that have conditioned us to repress our emotions.
Yeah.
Or it means suppress them, and I don't think that's healthy for us, like bottling things up and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I feel like finding this community, finding someone to help us stay up.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I feel like that's, I don't know, what matters most when we're feeling this down, because I feel like they're kind of like the key that are gonna just make us feel better, you know?
Yeah.
Because if we just stay in our emotions, that's just gonna bring us even more down.
Oh, it's really all about redirection of your emotions. That's like. She's snapping her fingers.
Redirection, yeah.
Like, it's good to let your emotions out, but you have to have some kind of direction. You can't just scream into the wind and hope, you know, something's gonna happen. You know, you need your outlet. You know, for example, music is mine.
Yeah.
Metal. Like, yeah, I'm screaming, but not necessarily towards the wind. I'm screaming into a mic and towards aggression and having a message within that song.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of portraying my emotions, like, this is how I hurt. And kind of like, you know, different things, whether that may be, you know, working out. I know these are like such cliches, like type of things, you know, or even cooking. You know, like you can show your hurt through cooking by like, you know, I guess how sweet it is. I don't know. You know, you had to take. Personal opinion. You know, you have to have some kind of art to your pain, and you know your emotions, and to making it an outlet. You know, whatever that may be. Working out, cooking, painting, playing music, or even just talking, writing things down. That's you
Yeah.
know that's a art form in itself. You know, and that's it's all about the redirection. Because if you're just like you know circling around in you know your box, and just you know I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling angry, you know it's not gonna do much good. And even at that, like you know I know it's not so it's easy to say to just find an outlet or whatever, like I get that, but you know that's why that's the whole point of like soul searching type of deal,
Yeah.
finding who you are, which I believe finding who you are is finding your outlet basically.
Yeah. No, okay. I like what you said about it's easier said than done when you say finding that healthy outlet.
Hmm.
Because, I mean, I also think that showing these negative emotions and just kind of like complaining, just making it known to people that you're feeling down all the
Hmm.
time, if that makes sense. Kind
Yeah.
of like pay attention to me. I feel like a disaster, kind of just like a very show and tell type of attitude.
Okay.
Like you just dig a deeper hole and you just stay there and you just stay stuck in those emotions and you like it's harder for you to get out of and there's
Yeah.
no outlet for you to like embrace, if that makes sense. Like there's no passion that you
Yeah.
find or no art that you can like reach out to.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, definitely talk about your emotions. That's the
Hmm.
most important thing. I feel like I understand what you're saying. Um, to where like you know you just kind of like, let's just say you're talking to your friends and you know, I just feel like you know nothing's gonna get better. You know that type of talk. Um, it's it's very venting can only do so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know that's basically what I guess we're trying to say at that
Yeah.
point. Venting can only do so much, a lot, I feel like, but only do so much.
Yeah.
You know, the other half, you know, one half is just saying it, the other half is actually doing something about it.
Exactly. I
You
feel
know,
like you doing something about it or kind of just like deciding this is not how I want to feel anymore, that is in your like in itself just kind of healing from it. You
yeah.
know, it's
Even if you don't like, even if you don't have the motivation to do it, I feel like that's the most important part. You know, you just it's so hard to just say just do it,
yeah.
you know, but you know some coming from someone who virtually has like very little emotion motivation for a lot of things, um I've gotten used to just doing things, whether that's good or not I don't know, but I know it's helped me, you know, lately, especially when it comes to working out, listening to music, um really just those two things. Even doing homework too.
You know what's helped me?
Well,
So, okay, this week that I was feeling off,
yeah.
I didn't want to do it. But before and like you know, when this wave of emotions is more positive, I find that my outlet is making my bed in the morning. You know, like
Mm.
the very first accomplishment of the day, it feels great. I feel kind of like neater, you know, cleaner, just more organized with my life.
Yeah, yeah,
Like if my life is a mess and my bed is done, boom,
yeah,
I'm good. You know, but this week that I was feeling very off and really weird, I didn't want to make it, but I did it. You know, like
yeah. It's those steps of doing something that you just do not want to do. I feel like are the most important ones.
yeah.
Um, because there's just so hard to do. You know, I
And
live by the thing like, by the saying, if it's easy to do, it's not worth it. You know, in most cases, I feel like,
yeah,
if that makes sense.
I guess in like complex cases like
Basically, just like trying to do things. You know, like an analogy that I always use. Analogy. I don't know the. I don't know the
You say
definition.
words
I just say
and
shit.
things.
But okay, so like an example. It's like a video game. Would you rather have a fairly no, not fairly, a very easy video game that you can just pass like over and over and over again? Would you want to be playing that? Or would you want a game that has levels and levels that you don't want to do? But you finally get to that final boss, beat the game. It's like which feels more rewarding?
Yeah,
basically.
I guess it makes life more interesting.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of, it gives you that little challenge.
Yeah.
To kind of just like,
challenges are important.
you know, live through it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's the character.
So also, I made a post on my Instagram some time ago, and I wrote something that I kind of want to live by. I feel like kind of cool that I came up with this. But, okay, what I wrote is you have to go through it to grow through it. Because I've realized success is not linear. This feeling of failure is okay. It's normal. Things happen. We're not going to get things right. You know what my dad told me?
What?
Wow. And this was the sweetest thing. They're my dude, my parents are my foundation. They're my rock. My dad normally, like, they would be like, oh my God, what happened to your pancakes? And I would just feel worse, right? I mean, to your waffles. My dad, he said, you know how many tries it took for Thomas Jefferson? Or wait, to make the light bulb? Wait, was it him?
Thomas
Edison.
It was Thomas Edison.
Edison, sorry. God, okay, same name, different last name. Sorry. Listen, this is why I'm an English major. Okay, yeah. He's like, do you know how long it took him to figure out like light to come up with the light bulb? And I was like, yeah, not the first try. So, wait, like what I'm trying to get to is like this idea of success that society has created, or just like
we live in a society.
And it's, I don't know, I find it really interesting because I feel like everybody wants to, you know, have the best car, like a mansion for a house, wants to be rich, wants to all these, you know, do all these things. And so I feel like that is one of the factors why we feel kind of I guess inclined to compare each other to other people, and that's why we also feel like down most of the time, or like since we compare ourselves to people, we diminish, is that the right word, like our self-esteem, or just it hurts our self-esteem, it hurts our self-worth.
We put on a lot of self-pressure.
Yes.
And sometimes even pressure from other people is put on.
Yeah. And sometimes it's like that pressure from other people is not intentional. Sometimes it is. Yeah. Sometimes it, like, you know, they don't realize. And a lot of the times I feel like it's part just of a matter of just being patient with yourself, reconnecting with your, you know, redirecting those emotions like you said.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously it's a work in progress all the time, because it, like, I don't think you're ever going to find a solution, because we're always growing, we're always learning, we're always failing, but I think it's important.
Yeah.
You know, like we have to be stuck in the chaos to kind of just find the light. Yeah,
it's kind of like a Buddhist approach. I believe it's Buddhist.
Oh,
where
really?
Within the chaos you find serenity.
Ooh,
your own serenity.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that that's my understanding of that approach. It's a very Buddhist approach. My understanding. I'm not an expert on Buddhism or anything like that. Definitely not.
Just probably something you read somewhere sometime.
It's my understanding of it now. But basically, the whole serenity, with your own serenity within chaos, is very important. I feel like success is one's own happiness. Once you reach a happiness, whenever you feel satisfied with what you've done and you feel proud of it and not just only satisfied, like when you want to show it off to other people, that's success. I feel like that, like, okay, for example,
Wait, say that again. Showing up to other people?
yeah, being proud of your own thing, whatever you've done, whether it is that you finished a 10-page essay or, built a chinky coop. If you feel like, this is okay, I'm okay with this, but you don't necessarily want to show it to people, that's I feel like kind of settling for not necessarily the best,
Okay.
but you're settling for like, okay, this is okay. You're settling for self-satisfaction. But whenever you reach for happiness, that I feel like that's true success. Whenever I'm really proud of this, of what I've done, look at this. Look friends, look family. Look what I've done.
Okay, that's really interesting. Question. But do you
Okay.
really need to show off your success to prove to yourself that you are successful, that you're satisfied, that you're happy with your...
No, I'm not necessarily saying that. I feel like whenever you have that desire, because it's made you so happy. Because, okay, so let's just, okay, in simple terms, if I make a song, let's just say I made a rock song.
Okay.
I'm okay with it. At the end of the day, I was like, it's a good song. I'd listen to it for myself, but I wouldn't necessarily want to show it to anyone.
Okay.
But if I make another rock song, I'm like, oh my god, I fucking love this. This is a great song. Like, this song makes me so happy. I want to share it with others.
Okay.
Type of deal. It's not necessarily getting not necessarily getting feedback from anyone else, but just be like, hey, I did this.
Okay.
And it makes me so happy. I want you to rejoice in this happiness of mine.
Okay.
Type of deal.
Yeah, just kind of share your happiness, not rub it off on people.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Or okay. Another example to follow up on your example: graduation. Like, what you graduate and you post it on social media, like, hey, graduated with this, blah blah blah. Here are my, my photo shoot that I took 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, graduated Latinx and whatever major,
I mean, obviously, we all are gonna do that because
Yeah.
that in itself is like a milestone worth
Yeah.
sharing with. I mean, sharing it
It
with
makes
people.
you happy, so therefore you want to share it with others.
Yes. Okay.
And not necessarily. I'm not saying like, oh, look at my car. My car's fucking better than yours.
Or
Like, it's not like that.
or-
It's just like, this makes me so happy. Look at it.
okay, like, now let's go to the car example.
Okay.
But if you're constantly posting it everywhere,
That's a little.
yeah, that's a little too much.
I feel like that's
Would that kind of, I mean, it's not a humbling experience.
it's a fine line. Okay, the thing is with that kind of stuff, it's like, it's a fine line whether it's self-confidence or self-narcissism.
Okay.
I feel like, there's a very fine line with that.
Mm-hmm. Because it's okay to be proud of your accomplishment if you did get yourself that car by yourself.
I guess it's all about the approach on how to
Yes.
how to show it, how
Approach.
to showcase it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, the way in which you approach things, in which you present things,
Yeah.
is very important. Because, and I'm not saying that, people are gonna judge whether you do good or you do bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like measuring things in terms of, I guess, behaviors like that.
I guess I understand what you're saying. It's basically, if you got it, flaunt it, type of deal. But you don't want to be, flaunting it in someone's face, basically.
Yeah. Okay. The way I was taught is to, like, not flaunt it. Like, if you got it, okay, like that. If you got it, flaunt it. Was never taught in my house.
Oh.
You get me?
Yeah.
Like, it's like success. I guess in my life is very kind of private. Like, people don't have to know what you're doing with your life.
Yeah, I guess that's okay too.
You know?
I guess that's personal preference.
Yeah.
Um.
I mean, I still share my accomplishments and stuff,
Yeah.
but, like, I think it's important to know that there's people out there that don't send the best energy towards you, towards your life, and that can affect I don't know. You have to be picky with the people you choose to share your accomplishments with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, um, I guess regarding that, like, be proud of who you are and what you've done, but don't, come across, at the end of the day, don't come across like, this is why I'm better than you type of deal.
Don't be a Regina George.
Who?
Like, oh God, Mean Girls, dude. Have you watched the movie?
No.
That completely defeats the purpose.
Okay, a little context to why I'm like this. I'm not very in with the whole in thing with Mean Girls and
just
Kardashians and whatnot.
I mean, no. Okay, watch. Just
I feel like
pop
Kardashians
culture.
are very pop culture. There we go. That's the right one.
Pop culture.
I'm
in
not
general.
very in with pop culture. There we go. Yeah, that's the correct term.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very in with pop culture. I feel like so.
I mean,
Mean Girls is way over my head.
I mean, it's okay. You don't have to. It's okay.
What'd you say? Something George?
Regina George.
Virginia?
Or Regina.
Regina.
Yeah, she's just like
Regina
a popular
George.
Girl, and
I know that the whole mean girls are mean to other girls type of deal.
Yeah, she was kind of like
Isn't there like a book of like shit talking or
burn
something?
book.
Burn book. That's the word. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be Regina George with her.
No, that's shitty.
Speaking of which, have I stuttered?
I don't think
no?
so.
Okay, you guys. I have a problem with stuttering.
You
or
do?
I mean, I don't think, okay, I haven't diagnosed it or anything, but I feel like I want to talk so fast that I get stuck with my words and I stutter.
No.
And okay, watch.
I literally never observed that of you at all.
Dude,
in all of these years.
I stutter all the time.
No, you
but
don't.
But if I say things calmly like I have been, words come out of my mouth a lot better.
I guess so. I think you stuttered right there. My
Okay, you don't have to.
No, but I know that I do. I stutter a lot, especially with my eyes.
What?
My eyes, like the letter I. Like I, me. Like
I, okay.
Like sometimes I'd be like I, and then like go for it.
No, for me sometimes my tongue gets stuck. Like I can't get the word out.
Sometimes that does.
And sometimes it's like
because we're very calm right now.
I have to breathe. Yeah, I mean, I guess I have to like breathe. People call me out on it, and they're like, "Yeah, just say it," and I'm like, "Oh God, I'm sorry."
I hate that. I hate that so much.
It's like, let me just stop talking.
If someone's stuttering, like whether they actually have like a
problem or not.
Yeah, with the whole if they have like a speech impediment like that,
okay,
definitely don't call them out on that.
I mean,
but even if it's people who don't have that, don't do that either.
Yeah, it's
like I'm pretty sure people know when they do things.
Yeah,
like that. Especially.
Listen,
it's kind of like when I crack my voice, like I'll make it apparent, like so that you don't have to.
Yeah.
Type of deal.
I mean, I guess it's just a matter of being patient with everybody and the way they speak, because not everybody's gonna have the same social skills as you. But anyway, I think we're getting very off topic right now.
The topic's supposed to be failure.
Yeah. And like success. I feel like we got a really good talk though.
I feel like.
You think so?
A little bit. I feel like we need a. Yeah. It just happened right now. That's like super unintentional. Yeah, I feel like we got a good talk in.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I feel like I feel a lot better venting a little bit about this feeling of failure, and sharing my little story time with you about the waffles. I will definitely update you guys about my waffles. And I will definitely make it known that they're very pretty. I mean, that, like, my little outcome, I did take a picture of my failure. So I really want to, show you guys
the ugly?
Before and after. I'll show it to you. Yeah, it is. But you know what? Now I feel a lot better, a lot lighter, a lot less pressure. So yeah. I hope you guys have the greatest day, the greatest week, the greatest weekend. And we'll talk to you on the next one.
Yeah, and what I don't be an asshole. There you go. That's my thing.
That's your thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Stay true, guys.
All right. See ya.